So at about 11 o'clock last night, roughly, I took a rather big leap of faith and I went and recorded and posted the 1 million view special, folks. And it was quite late, I'd be up in the morning, so I kind of went straight to bed. I woke up about 6:30 that morning, and I had a quick little flick on YouTube just to figure I'd see what's going on, how things are playing out. And what do I find is a video with several hundred views and about 60 odd comments. What a way to start a day. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Also, this should hopefully help me sound a little bit louder, guys. So, I went to work. I came back about 5 o'clock, and I found the video itself has hit almost about 500 views, and there's not 100 comments now on said video. About as many likes, somehow not a single dislike, which is good. Now, as you guys know, of course, I try and respond to as many comments as I can. That's a lot of typing I've got to do. So I figured what a better thing to do, rather than to respond to as many comments as I can, half of them probably saying the same sort of thing, I figured I'd just do it like this. Thank you so much. Wow. I didn't expect to get that kind of reaction. To be fair, for once I felt justified. I walked into work and I was rather, I wouldn't say smug, but a very, very happy man. That's about as happy as I've been in a morning for quite a while, folks. No way I expected that many people to watch a video and to comment and respond to it. And wow, thank you guys so much. It was fascinating hearing reading some of all sorts of things, from thank you messages to people saying how they got into the channel. Some people saying about what it had effect on them. People that have joined the channel perhaps when they were in a bad situation or they were curious about something. So many different stories, folks. If you haven't had a look, have a little trundle through the comments. There's some very interesting little comments there. And yeah, cannot believe I got that much response. So thank you all so much for that. I'm glad to have been able to make such an effect on you guys. I really do. So yeah, thanks. I figured I'd also clarify a couple of things as well. I got a fair few questions about a few bits and pieces, but I figured I'd quickly cover as well. Of course, the announcement of potentially doing Resident Evil Outbreak online in a couple of months, of course, garnered plenty of attention. And several people asking about, if they'd be able to join, if they'd be capable of doing it, etc., etc. The best thing I can suggest for guys who are interested in not just watching the LP, but actually sort of more participating in it, the best thing I can do is to look in the description. I promise you it will be there. And there'll be a link to a site, obsrv.com. I assume it's an American one, I forget. Anyways, this is the forum that was created by people who have been experimenting and, getting things to work with playing Resident Evil Outbreak Online. There's a lot of resources in regards to, the basic mechanics behind it, about, getting things to work. I imagine there's bits and pieces as well about rough sort of hardware requirements for if people are interested. I imagine, I don't know who on this channel, a fair few people said they were interested in doing this. I don't know how many of you guys have got the ability to do it, say, if I say I want to do it next week, sort of thing. I'm not doing it next week, folks, just point that out. But I don't know how many people have actually got working systems, basically, or they don't. So, for those of you who don't, have a look on that if you are interested. There's plenty of information. It's very useful. Just, be careful what you ask, because unfortunately, due to the nature of kind of what we do, yes, here I am, taking ownership for the grand world of Resident Evil Outbreak Online. No, the nature of, if you emulating stuff, there's only certain things I can and can't answer, and certain things we can or can't do, basically. So just be wary of that. Please read the guidelines and all that sort of malarkey, please. Just don't get into trouble, please. I don't need that. I've got a couple questions about potential future RPGs, which of course we've had a few of them on this channel. What have we had? We've had Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 8, Grandia 2. I guess Parasite Eve sort of counts. Actually, funny point. Actually, complete segue, folks. Before doing this video, I've watched about a half an hour of the original Dawn of the Dead from George Romero of 1978. Anyone's not seen it, you have to. It's a fascinating watch. There were three things that I'd forgotten about that film. One, how absurdly goofy the acting is from pretty much everyone. Two, how much of an idiot Steven is. And three, how freaking awesome Peter Washington is. He is amazing. I forgot how good he was. Reason I segue from Parasite Eve, I forgot how awesome Peter sounded as well. And I think what's been happening with Parasite Eve, when I've been channeling my inner Daniel for the LP, I think I've actually ended up making him sound not a million miles away from what my impression of Peter Washington would be. That's really low, deep bass, but still got some authority behind it. Something like that, folks. That was so weird doing that on camera. So weird. So weird. So, yes. Coming to RPGs, I will likely be looking to do something soon. At the moment, this summer's not an option. And for those of you who remember back to my New Year's update video, I said about I wasn't 100% sure what was going on the back end of this year. That's still a thing. There is likely going to be things going on that will interrupt my schedule a little bit. I don't have precise details at the moment, but once I have them sort of settled, I'll let you guys know. It hopefully won't affect things too much, but we'll see. And there was going to be asking about, like, obviously I've had requests to do, like, the original Grandia, which would be a blind LP, which is certainly interesting. Of course, I did a tech demo for the channel, just testing HD of Final Fantasy 13. Now, before everyone gets their pitchforks out, I've played worse games, alright? I've played worse games. Gameplay-wise, wasn't amazing, I admit it. Story-wise, I got it, and thus found it interesting, but I understand people didn't. Character-wise, I've seen better, but I did find Snow quite entertaining, and I found Lightning pretty awesome, so maybe I'm slightly biased. Anyways, that is another option. I haven't really decided very much on RPGs. If I am going to do one, it will be towards the back end of the year. There's not really an opportunity for me to do one now, due to potential time constraints I may run into. So just putting that there, I'll work that out a bit closer to the time, folks. We'll see what happens around sort of September, October-ish, basically. Yeah, a couple of people obviously noting about me. Thank you. No one got particularly scared. A couple people felt that the voice the voice fit the face. Some people thought it didn't. I guess I don't really know. I mean, all I can say is generally when I've heard people's voices LP channels and then I've seen them, generally speaking, it's not been what I thought. But thus is the mysteries of life. Yes, Raven, I was bloody nervous before doing that. That was my second take at that video. Before doing the second take, I sat there for about 30 seconds. I didn't know if it. I took like a deep breath and then did it. And then once I'd recorded it and put it together and I uploaded it to YouTube, I did hesitate pushing that little publish button that was somewhere up there-ish on the screen. I really hesitated. I was so frightened. I don't know why. So bad. So yes, folks. So, just laying those fears. If you are the main focus, is Outbreak, of course. If you're interested in getting about LP, see down below. Have a look at the descriptions. There's a couple people perhaps on the channel that have some experience with this. Obviously, looking at Shotgun Jen here, she's the person that introduced me into that. But also other people may have some experience of running those things. Just, again, please be careful what you ask. We can't answer everything for reasons that will become quite apparent very quickly. So, thank you guys so much for the response to the last video. I'm not doing another one of these for the response to this response to the first video, and then response to response, and who knows. I'm not doing that, folks. Just this one as a real thank you, everyone, for the people that normally comment, voicing, their thoughts, their feelings, their experiences. Even people that haven't commented very much, but still have been watching along very loyally with the channel. Thank you, especially to you guys as well. Not everyone decides to get particularly involved as such in the channel, but hey, a view's a view, right? Doesn't really matter at the end. That's quite a nice way of looking at it. I do appreciate the support, however it comes, folks. Believe me. So yeah, thanks very much for that. See you down below for some details. Tomorrow we will be resuming Dead Rising after a little bit of a break. I believe the next video could well be the end of the main game. I think it is. We shall see. And then I will. I should get some time to do some GTA recording on maybe Thursday, probably Friday, at least by then. So hopefully we'll get some more of that up in the next couple of days or so. And of course, you guys know Resident Evil 5 will be coming up in the next couple of weeks. So yeah. Thank you much for watching. Thank you everyone for the comments, the support. I really appreciate it. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And yeah, catch you soon.